Welcome to Indian Creek Bowhunting Journal. This is episode number 4, season 2013. Just got back from Idaho from my niece's wedding. Had a great time up there for about a week. Also mixed it in with a little bit of business as well. But we're back in Texas, back in the hill country, ready to get back in the stand and get back at it. Was out today, this afternoon, just looking at some of the trail cams. Mr. O is becoming a regular scene on the camera. He only needs to make about an hour difference mistake. He's showing up about 45 minutes after the sun goes down, and so he needs to show up about an hour earlier, and we might have a crack at him. Also seeing some axis deer as well, which is pretty exciting during the day. In fact, last night, so hopefully they'll be back out tonight. And then on my neighbor's place, we've had Tiny showing up again. He's probably not going to come out till December, so these big deer are a little bit smarter than coming out during the day. So I've got a roving trail camera that I'm going to stick out on some major trails, and I might be able to pick up one of these big bucks if they're patternable, that is, out there. So stay tuned for some great bow hunting action. Hopefully I'll get something down on the ground tonight, because I really need some meat in my freezer. Stay tuned. From nothing, he's spoken to existence, everything that is, and he's made us his stewards of all that is his. Guys, this tip is, let's say it's not for the faint of heart. You know, we like to sit in deer stands and in deer blinds and use a lot of I guess you could say smelly scents, you know, like doe pea, buck pea, doe and heat pea, all that kind of stuff, and we pay high top dollar for that stuff. But let me tell you, you can go less than pennies on the dollar for this trick. Now, I don't know if this one works. I'm going to try it later in the season. It's still too early in the season. I might put out a scrape or two. But to make your own scrapes, I actually was reading a bow hunting website. There's a string of conversation, and the guy swore by, and this is back in 2008, these posts go back to that. He swore by peeing your own pee into a gallon container and then taking a cup of household ammonia and then puree one apple. Now, to puree the apple, I put just a little bit of water into it to get it into a puree substance, almost like applesauce. And then mix the puree of apple with the ammonia, and we're going to pour it into this, and we're going to let it simmer for about a month or so, and then we're going to see if this trick works. Now, most of you guys, I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, I'm going to scare every deer out of this part of the hill country for miles with this kind of stuff, with a human pee. But I don't know. We're going to give it a shot and see what happens. So you'll have to stay tuned. All right, guys. I told you I'd be back with my concoction. It's a little bit later in the season, and we're going to give this a try. Got my trail cam set up back over here, and there's been so much rain that there's a lot of food, so they're not coming into the food sources. Whitetail just don't want to come in to the feed, so I'm going to set this off. This is the area where Mr. O lives, and also Brownie. So I'm going to put this this mock scrape. So we're going to give this a try and see if it works. I'm sure it smells pretty good. We're going to give it a good dose this first time around, and then we're going to come back. Whew, oh, we're going to come back and freshen that baby up later. But I got to get this off my hand. All right, we'll come back and freshen this up about once a day, maybe once every other day. See what we got coming in on the camera. Well, good evening. We're in the tree stand at my neighbor's tonight. This is the first time I'm hunting this spot. I've got some corn feeder out here. I've had it for probably 2 weeks now, 3 weeks almost. And most of the deer have been coming at night. This is the place where Tiny's at, so I'm going to sit back, be quiet, watch for Tiny to come, and while you watch this hunt tonight. This hunt this morning, I didn't even have a chance to do an interview. Barely got in the stand and it was still dark, and check it out and you can see what happened. These are exotics in this next scene here, and so they're legal to shoot anytime. You can shoot them day or night, spotlight, whatever. But it just so happened it was probably about 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes before shooting light for a whitetail. So we're all legal with that one. So check out this hunt, and hopefully we'll get Tiny down tonight. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. I cannot believe that. Oh, I missed that deer. I cannot believe that. Oh my goodness. You can hear him barking. Oh, I am completely disgusted with myself. I cannot believe that. There's no use in me even going down there and checking that arrow. I know I missed it. I saw sparks fly. I don't know if you saw that on video or not. Here I am, completely disgusted in myself, but I decided I was going to get down and go ahead and check the arrow, and lo and behold, once I did, I had some a little bit of blood on the arrow. Didn't look like a good hit, but it was a hit. It's been about probably an hour since I shot that axis. We're going to go out and try to find some initial blood. It's after 8 o'clock and feeder already went off, so it's pretty windy, so I don't think any whitetail are going to come. Alright, just been following this, trying to find some blood. And usually the axes come in through here. I checked these other trails over here, but I found some blood here. It's pretty good blood. And it's not blood, but got my bow in hand, so if I have to shoot it again, sorry I can't get this on tape, but we'll see. You know what? When in doubt, back out. I think I'm gonna. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain yet, so I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna back out until I can get my wife to come follow me in about an hour. Hopefully it doesn't rain. We'll see. All right, we're back. I've actually got not too good of blood on the arrow. It's been probably 2 hours, 15 minutes, 2.5 hours, so I know this deer's got to be dead somewhere, because there's good blood going through here. This is where we left off the blood just a minute ago. Well, a minute for you, but hour and a half for me, hour or so for me. But we got good blood. I'm going to leave this arrow right here where we found the first blood. And then, of course, my wife is behind the camera. So there she is right there. She should be on this side of the camera, actually, not on the other side. She's more pleasing to look at quite a bit. But anyways, Lord willing, we're going to find this deer, so follow along as we go. I think that deer's dead, but just got to make double sure. Got my trusty pistol too, if it's still, got to put it out of its misery. A 50-cent bullet is a lot cheaper than a $5 arrow. So, and this PSE Omen, every time you shoot an arrow, you might as well kiss it goodbye because it shoots so fast. So here we go. Good blood deer. Yeah, here we go. Good blood. There's the liver blood right there, Karen. I was telling you about. Yeah, more blood right here. Good blood. More blood. Right through here. Ah, there it is, yeah. Right here. Woohoo! First axis with the bow. Oh yeah, it's one of those small bucks. Looks like he's a young buck. I had some small ones come in this morning. I could tell he was probably a small one, so yeah. First ever axis with a bow. I've shot a couple of axes before with a bow, but never did find them. One of them my neighbor actually shot the next day. Thank goodness. The other one I hit him high in the shoulder, so he probably lived. But yeah, first axis with the bow, and I'm happy. Let's see where we hit. Where did we hit that thing? Oh wow, I hit him in the rump. So that wasn't liver. All right, this is my first ever axis with a bow. Got 2 monkeys off my back today, actually. First of all, the axis. I've been chasing these things for about 4 years. Never have got one till right now with my bow. I've shot one with my rifle before, but never with my bow. Next thing, hopefully this is going to be his big daddy when I shoot him. He'll be nice and tall. Saw a good one on the camera at a friend's place 4.5 miles away, so maybe I'll get to shoot him this year too. But first ever axis with the bow. Don't have to use a tag with my beautiful wife. Couldn't ask for anything more. Second monkey off my back is I got the first deer down for the year. So I'm a pretty happy camper right now. So we're going to get this deer butchered and put in the freezer, and we'll be having some steaks probably tomorrow. Looks like we are skunked tonight, but this morning got the monkey off our back. Only thing we saw tonight was a armadillo out trying to eat lunch.